I brought on a surprise guest, guys. I thought it wasn't fair if we had.
Let's go. How many times did I take you down?
Talk about right now.
If we wrestle a 3-match series, it doesn't matter, bro.
I'm gonna win these next 2, no problem.
I was the best wrestler in the world, regardless of style, bro.
Could I take you down? Of course I could take you down. No doubt about it. You keep switching, fidgeting, moving around. Why are you so nervous?
We can never settle this.
You better start training.
I'm excited for this.
You're not gonna be able to handle it. I'm getting younger and younger every day. You're not gonna be able to train that hard. You're not gonna be able to do it. You're not gonna be the same guy. I feel bad for you, bro. It's, you're living in the past, and that's all you got now.
All the science in the world can't help you, bro.
Caleb,
knock
mute them. It's over. It's a draw.
Over. Oh, Burroughs attacks again.
Someone asked you, what's it going to take to beat the best wrestler in the world later on this evening in the finals of the trials? You said, I am the best wrestler in the world. And then I proved that you weren't. And I continuously prove that you weren't every single time we've competed.
I'm training to beat Burroughs, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to beat him.
Obviously, I know I got to beat Kyle.
Jordan's one of the guys where you can't make mistakes.
I've got a 5th year that he can't compete with.
It's going to be a tough road, It's not going to be easy. These are the challenges that you have to face in life.
Two of the best to ever do it. Folk style, freestyle. Really April of 2021, where these two stand in freestyle
April
wrestling.
2021. Stay tuned.
We'll see you then.
Get there, buddy. I hope you get there.
And this is it. We've been waiting for this one, Chris. Why don't we stand up to call this one? Yeah, let's do it. We have a tough time sitting in my seat.
Just when you didn't think the rivalry could get any crazier between Kyle Dake and Jordan Burroughs, Dake comes on and bum rushes, surprises us, surprises JB.
I cannot believe this has been happening since 2013 now.
The fact that it's been going on, this rivalry has existed since 2013, is it just built up inside of Dake. And then he's like, you know what? Now I'm gonna let everyone know how I really feel. So in 2013, Jordan Burroughs is undefeated in his senior level career. He's a world champion, he's an Olympic champion.
How did this come about? How do you
I don't know, we were just looking at this rope. I was like, I think I can jump over that.
Burroughs just lowers.
I won everything, I won everything there is to win. So now I'm just going back and making my rounds again and winning everything twice, maybe a couple times more.
Kyle Dake is coming off of his own unprecedented run where he was a 4-time NCAA champion at 4 different weight classes.
I've been dreaming about this day for a long time.
And this was the first chapter with the Dake Burroughs saga.
Oh, quickly! Burroughs sets the tone!
This is kind of the first chapter of one of Kyle Dake's biggest complaints, which is Jordan Burroughs gets to sit out while I have to run a gauntlet and then face you 2 or 3 times. When Jordan Burroughs gets up, he's thinking about breakfast, what he's gonna eat. Kyle Dake, he has to worry about Trent Paulson, who beat him the year before at the Olympic trials. Trent Paulson had made a world team.
Yep.
Okay, and then next up you have David Taylor, who is now a world champion, but at the time he was just a Hodge Trophy winner, an NCAA champion, one of the best college wrestlers in the country. And then you have Andrew Howe, who's one of the guys that had challenged Burroughs more than anyone, and is physical and tough. And
in the Howe match, USA Wrestling had implemented the special overtime rule, so it went another extra 7-8 minutes.
The one thing I remember about the match with Andrew Howe was just sweating so bad. I figured they would give us a time to towel off or something. I remember watching the match again, and you could just see the water pouring off of us.
And then Dake would have another overtime match against Jordan Burroughs. And what's interesting about the overtime matches, Dake would have won both of those in regulation.
We had to do all this extra wrestling anyways.
And it was impressive to see him run the gauntlet, each wrestler presenting their own problems, and he was able to navigate his way through the field. And then I remember he did an interview with us, actually.
Kyle Dake just finished up with the mini tournament. Everyone had a tough way through. You had Paulson and Howe. What's going on through here at the beginning of the day?
I just knew I had to keep winning, wrestle tough.
Olympic champ next.
Olympic champ.
That's
New
right.
Sheriff in town. This is the moment that I've been training for. I haven't been training to try to beat Paulson. I haven't been training to try to beat Taylor or Howe. I've been training to beat Burroughs, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. That's what I'm
going to beat him?
I'm going to beat him.
No one was saying, I'm going to beat Jordan Burroughs in the world at that point in time, because it was a ridiculous thing to say.
Holy crap, this guy really thinks he's gonna win.
Who's getting first blood, guys? Jordan or Dake?
What was crazy about 2013 was Burroughs comes out and tech falls him, 7-0.
Oh, quickly! Burroughs sets the tone!
I was trying to beat him at his own game a little bit. using my fakes and moving him, but he just got me. That's all there is to it.
More and more Chris, and look at that. Just like that, he gets right back to the legs, and he's going to take Kyle Dake to the edge, and they're going to give him 3.
No, literally the best, and there he is again.
And he's one more time, he's going to get in there, he's going to try to take him down over on the edge. Almost right, that's going to be it. 2 points on the board. Less than 2 minutes is all he needs. Jordan Burroughs will take this match. Final score 7-0, and Burroughs puts on a display here in Stillwater.
Dake, after wrestling him one time and getting destroyed, made all these adjustments within an hour and almost won the match.
I tried to initiate some attacks, and his re-attacks are just so fast that, that's how he wins. And so I had to be a little more patient and wait for him to try to make a mistake or even take a shot. And he took shots, and I was able to dig my underhook sometimes. Sometimes he'd just get out of it.
Oh, look at this. Burroughs getting an angle, gets in the leg of Kyle Dake. Dake shoves him off. It's going to be a push out and a 1-point score for Jordan Burroughs to strike first. Dake running to come with double unders. Oh, Burroughs says no, not right now, buddy.
He bombed him through the scores table, and everyone was just like, whoa. Never seen that happen to Jordan Burroughs on this level. Like you said, he was undefeated, and Kyle Dake just picked him up and threw him for 4.
Oh! It's a big one. Big throw for Kyle Dake, and he's going to put points on the board. And Kyle Dake now on the leg has got Jordan Burroughs up. Gets his lead. Is he going to get 1, 2, or 3? He's going to try to pick him up for 3 again. He's going to get 2 on the edge.
I mean, think about the focus it required for Kyle Dake in 2013 just to be a 4-time NCAA champion. He had a lot of folk style focus, and then he goes from March then to June. He has to be in freestyle mode, and by the way, you have to take out the pound for pound #1 guy in the world, and he got pretty dang close.
You learn, and I definitely learned from it. At that moment, it wasn't my time.
Oh my goodness. Folks, this was outstanding. Kyle Dake and Jordan Burroughs. And how many more times are we going to see these guys battle over the next couple of years? Through 2016, this was incredible.
If it was the traditional rules and I didn't have to wrestle 4 matches, one against the Andrew Howe that you're talking about, in overtime for an extra 6 or 7 minutes, it would have been different.
Here's
you know it would be different. You can't say that.
I don't believe it.
All right, so how about you don't rescind your sit out. Just wrestle through the tournament. Rescind it. If it doesn't make a difference, rescind it.
So crazy thing, after 2013, then you have a whole other saga with Burroughs and Dake, and you think, okay, Dake didn't make the team, so it's done. See you next year. Jordan Burroughs, 28 days before the World Championships, breaks his ankle. Okay? Breaks his ankle. So you say, okay, Jordan Burroughs is done.
Like, second day of practice at camp, we had just finished up a good hard drill. We'd done some conditioning, and we were running sprints. And so I went to do a jump, and I went to put my foot up, and as I put my foot up on the wall, all my weight and my knee went over top of my foot, and it just, pow, snapped. And so they sent me over to the hospital, got the x-rays quick, points over to Zeke and Manny. He's like, can you guys come here for a second? He's like, all right, you see this line right here through your ankle? He was like, this is your medial malleolus, and this is a fracture. Basically, you broke it when you jumped off that wall today. And so we're like, okay, whatever. Don't spare me all the details. How long before I can come back? He said 8 to 10 weeks. And at that point, it was 4 weeks away from the World Champions. Like the day I competed, not the day we left for training camp, like the day, competition day was 4 weeks. He told me to take 8 to 10. Remember at the time, Kyle was the second guy on the ladder, and so Zeke had to prepare the team to be the best team possible.
Yeah, so going into the World Championships, Zeke said, be ready, you're probably gonna wrestle.
Zeke would call every day, like, man, how you doing? Like, how's it going? I'm like, I'm improving, but I still can't walk. And he's like, well, have you gotten on the mat? I'm like, no, I can't even walk. There's no way I can get on the mat. And so he's like, all right, well, we're gonna continue to prepare Kyle. We'll meet you in Budapest. So I finally drilled. I remember Dake wasn't happy to see me.
Going to training camp in Belarus, I was ready to rock and roll. I was prepared to win a world title.
And no one really knew what was happening. There was grumblings and whispers that I had gotten hurt, but no one really knew to what extent. They thought I was just feeling bad, or maybe I twisted my ankle or sprained it pretty bad and I wasn't feeling good. But I remember telling a couple of guys that night, like, yeah, I broke my ankle, dude, but I'm still gonna give it a shot.
Can talk about it. I don't know. Yeah,
I heard today that Burroughs is for sure.
He's wrestling. Yeah, he's wrestling. He looked great. You know, let's get you here and see, and once we see you, then we'll know for sure. And he already knew.
Took care of it. What did
he had surgery.
He had surgery?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Wow. He was there. You know, he wrestled a live match with his coach, and Zeke was like, all right, that's good enough for me. You know, obviously I was a little upset just because to be there and then have it kind of snatched away definitely motivated me.
He said to me, Coach, I can do it. I can do it on one leg. I can beat these guys.
Keep doing that.
Oh, he went to the gut.
He kept controlling the tie. He was crowding me.
Yeah, he was crowding you because you were up high.
Hey!
27 days from the day I had surgery to the day I competed, and I won a world championship.
Crazy. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. I'm in awe right now, man. I didn't tell anyone. We kept it secret for a long time, but I broke my ankle in training camp.
Jordan Burroughs was not done.
He's an alien.
He's a full-grown alien. There's no other explanation. You know, pillars of the Jordan Burroughs story is he won a world championship in 2013 with a broken ankle, right? He had screws in his ankle. He was just a short time after surgery, and he was able to win it. And they were this close to making the decision to send Kyle Dake. As you go to 2014, Dake gets hurt. He's not able to wrestle. He sits that entire series out.
So my first injury, I broke my hand in November of 2013. Came back after 6 weeks or so and tore my Liz Frank ligament in my left foot. You know, basically my ligament just popped off the bone and pulled some bone with it. That one was tough. That was a longer injury, 7, 8 months. And then I was coming back and was getting ready to go to the Uregan in 2015, January 2015. And I was wrestling some Greco and hurt my shoulder. I fractured my glenoid cavity down to my scapula and had some soft tissue damage too, but just a series of unfortunate events.
So Dake has the injury year of 2014, doesn't compete, doesn't try to make a team, just tries to get healthy. 2015,
At the arena, getting ready for World Team Trials. You know, I got to go hit my shots, hit my stuff. Really, you know, get on top, get as many turns as I can, get off the mat as fast as I can.
Ithaca, New York, part of the Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, a 4-time NCAA champ for Cornell University. This is Kyle Dake.
is sitting out again.
Yep.
Dake has to run through the World Team Trials, and once again, he's got Colt Sponseller, David Taylor again, Andrew Howe again, and then in the same day, he's got to take out Jordan Burroughs.
Feeling pretty good. Just trying to get my feet up right now and get ready for the next one.
That was a tough one. Body's a little sore, but to be expected.
But the Andrew Howe match is just unreal as well. Another battle where Howe has Dake's leg up in the air, and I don't even understand how he did. He's an alien too.
Yeah.
It's confirmed. His leg is up behind Howe's ear, and somehow he escapes without giving up any points and hangs on to force the best 2-out-of-3 final with Jordan again.
If you panic, they can smell that.
You're battling through injuries. You've had to fight back, but you seem more as limber than ever, especially after that takedown attempt by Howe when he had his leg up in the air.
Sometimes it's not about the grind. It's about being smart, and it's about being, honest with yourself and honest listening to your body, and that's what I did. So I'm really excited for another opportunity to wrestle Jordan. He's obviously a great competitor, and I really look forward to wrestling him.
The setbacks have been so devastating for him, so frustrating for him. To be right here, this close, it's a really testament to how hard he's worked and conditioned and rehab, to be honest with you.
John!
Burroughs is just hanging out. He's
chilling.
Relaxing. He's watching. He's probably in the hotel room just taking a nap. This guy's wrestling Andrew Howe and David Taylor back to back. And then, okay, you get to eat, and then you're facing Jordan Burroughs tonight.
Really excited for Burroughs, of course. Burroughs Dake, just like two years ago.
That's the match of the tournament.
Who you think, Burroughs Dake?
Gonna go Dake.
I'm going Dake too.
Dake?
Yeah. Dake.
I'm thinking Burroughs.
I'm thinking Dake in 3.
Hoping Dake, but I think Burroughs.
Burroughs. Dake is looking tough, but I want to go Burroughs.
I take 3, but we're hoping to get her done in 2.
Yeah. Burroughs only because he's rested up. I think
Dake's
Taylor and Howe took
wars, man.
this afternoon.
We'll see. Burroughs is on the tear right now, but I think this is what Dake has been preparing for his entire life.
Watch this guy. So Dake's given Burroughs so many different looks over the years, and in 2015 he was trying to work 2-on-1, tie up Burroughs, don't let him fire off his double legs, and it was working.
Here we are, 2015 World Team Trial Finals, match number 3. Kyle Dake looks like the only guy with a shot at challenging Jordan Burroughs at this point in time, and first thing you know is Dake getting to that 2-on-1. And a shot by Dake. Burroughs defends. Burroughs in on the leg now. Kyle Dake so hard to score on, but Burroughs in position here. Dake scooting. And the defense of Kyle Dake is almost unparalleled. If there's no score, but there is, I said we were going to see another passive on Burroughs. Not going to happen. The champ up 1-0 with 1:20 to go in the first. Now re-attack from Burroughs. His second re-attack here. But he just throws it back for 2. Wow! Underhook. 5 seconds to go, so it looks like we will move into halftime. Kyle Dake gonna have the lead, 2-1 on some great counter offense.
Good job. Hey, don't bite on those fakes. Don't bite on those fakes. Get your hands on them. Keep getting your hands on them. Do this.
Looking for trying to take him out of bounds. Look at him. Wow, I don't know about that. That's confirmed.
He just drives in. It's so crazy.
That is not 4.
It's not 4. He doesn't land in danger, and it was his throw. There's a case for a couple things.
Yeah, Dake's still in here.
There's a case for a step out for Dake, so 1 point for Dake. There's a case for Dake getting 2 on a correct throw. There's maybe a case for Burroughs getting 2. To me, there's no scenario. This is 4 points for Jordan Burroughs, but they throw up 4. Dake's in his corner wisely challenge, right?
Yeah.
So this makes it 5-2 Burroughs.
seconds to go. He will give up a push out, and that'll be it.
Oh, and he just
Dake
keeps
throws
running.
him into the opposite mat.
He drives into Burroughs and it plants him straight on his back on the other mat. And the crazy thing is, if they had given him that 4, he wins that match.
Yep.
He literally would have won match 1 against Jordan Burroughs in 2015, but the call is just kind of, they go the other way when he needs them most.
Said something to him, gave him a pat on the butt. It seemed like a friendly pat, and Kyle's gonna concede the last second, and that'll do it. Match number 1, 6-3. Jordan Burroughs, your winner over Kyle Dake.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. Scott Casper. I thank you very much, Danielle. Our next set of bouts.
You know you didn't have to give him one, right? You got to make him get nervous. Keep him tight. When he gets in a tight match, he's not the same person.
Didn't get cut, did I?
Good thing about this, Kyle, is you get a do-over.
Yeah. Definitely got cut.
He was getting pushed out and tried to throw him. I mean, it just seemed like Kyle initiated it. I think most of the gym thought Kyle initiated it, and they gave Burroughs 4 + 1. So that's how it goes sometimes. I in hindsight, I wish he hadn't tried to do that, but that's Kyle. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
What we learn about Kyle is it was in the back of his head that Jordan Burroughs doesn't have to do the things I have to do today to make the team. And you want to say, is it fair? Well, no, it's not fair. It's intentionally unfair that Jordan Burroughs would sit out while Kyle Dake has to wrestle Spawn Seller, then David Taylor, then Andrew Howe all on the same day, right? That is, by definition, not fair. So he's got to be thinking after he beats Andrew Howe, okay, I have to somehow recover and get to feel good and wrestle 2, maybe 3 matches. And who am I wrestling? The best guy walking the planet right
and
now.
And see the interactions he had with his coaches and stuff after match 1. He's got a huge ice pack on his face. He's laying on his back. He's got his feet up in the air. They're like trying to massage him down. Like his body had just been through the ringer that day. And as you said, going down 1-0, like you're gonna win 2 straight against Burroughs now?
Yeah, who's fresh and you're not?
Come on, let's hear it.
So then match 2 comes out and you're like, okay, if you're Kyle Dake and you're trying to do what most people think is unthinkable, beat Jordan Burroughs, you can't be down 1 match, right?
No.
So it's like, man, that was your chance.
You shake hands, you gotta go.
Right off the whistle, Burroughs hits like a John Smith low single right into a lace, and it's up 8-0. And, you know, if you say you're up 6-2, you're done. If you're up 8-0, if Burroughs is up 8-0, it's over.
That low single right off the whistle, you can tell Dake wasn't ready for it. The single and then the transition were lightning quick. Before Dake knew what was going on, he was down 8-0.
Yeah.
Move back. Let's go. There you go. Up to it.
Come on, keep picking away.
First period tech fall for Jordan Burroughs to make the team in 2015.
Yeah, Jordan's one of the guys where you can't make mistakes ever.
Not so much what Kyle did with what Jordan did. I think he did a, you know, when you get caught in an ankle lace, you're not getting out.
Jordan, you know, if he medals again, I gotta go through a whole nother tournament to wrestle him 2 out of 3, and you know, I just gotta heal up is really what it comes down to. I gotta heal up and get ready for these next tournaments and really work on not making mistakes because that's what lost me both those matches. I just make mistakes and I can't be having them.
And and Jordan would go on to win Worlds this year in 2015.
Everybody in the world trains to beat Jordan Burroughs. A lot of young talent, the Taylors, the Dates, the House, they're all coming for you. What's your approach to navigating that target on your back?
I train to beat everyone in the world. We'll be in Vegas and not to gamble. Sargoosh, I want you, baby!
All he sees is gold, and remember, don't poke the lion. Going for a sport gold medal, Jordan Burroughs.
Their rivalry, even though these guys don't wrestle in 2016, to me it is an extension of the rivalry. Because Dake, who says at the Olympic trials he weighed 177 pounds, went up to 86 kilos, which is 189 pounds. Being 12 pounds under the maximum weight in wrestling is unheard of.
Not ideal.
And not ideal.
You look a little beat up. How do you feel physically?
I'm fine. Just a little nick.
Kyle Dake feels so strongly that it is such a ridiculous advantage for Burroughs to sit out that he said, you know what, I'm going to wrestle up at a weight class that I have no business really wrestling in because I think I have a better shot of making the team there than running the 74 kilogram gauntlet, then beating Jordan Burroughs. So he said, I'll roll the dice and be small and just count on me being a super freak and an amazing wrestler.
And no one was sitting out in 86, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no one was sitting out. We didn't have a returning world medalist. So basically, in Dake's mind, the playing field was level.
First time up at 86, domestically, how'd you feel?
I felt pretty good. All this is for nothing if we don't get to compete at the Olympics. So it's really, really important for us to qualify this way. And if I'm the man to do it, then hopefully I'll get the job done. I expect to.
So he runs another gauntlet there, crazy matches. Then he gets to Jaden Cox.
Jaden's a good competitor, you know what I mean? He's strong, he's big. We'll just see how good his freestyle savviness is, and you just gotta battle.
And the crazy part about this is not only does Dake make the finals here, being woefully undersized, he took a match from Jaden Cox, which at the time is like, all right, that's pretty good. But then Jaden Cox goes on to win Olympic bronze.
Not only did he take a match, he was extremely close to winning match 3 in the final seconds that would have put him on the Olympic team.
Dake was so close again.
What's up, guys? We just finished up, I guess technically not our first practice, our second practice in Rio. We're super excited. We have the opening ceremony tonight, so we're really pumped.
So 2016 does not go great for Jordan Burroughs. He makes the Olympic team, good, but then for the first time ever, and still the first time in his career, the only time in his career, he comes back with no hardware. He does not place at the Olympic Games.
Like, leaving Rio was miserable. And so I remember sitting next to Kayla Harrison on the plane. And she was just like, tell me about it. Like, tell me how you feel. And I was just like devastated. Like, this sucks. Like, I never thought coming here that I would be leaving like this, empty-handed. Just going into that event, I had so many expectations, and then leaving that event, I had lost a lot of confidence.
Which sets up 2017 perfectly for Kyle Dake.
And this is the situation he wanted. Jordan Burroughs not sitting in the World Team Trials Finals. If he wants to sit out, he's got to go to the U.S. Open.
But then they enter the U.S. Open, and they have I don't know if it's maybe the worst match they've ever wrestled. It was
absolutely.
It was a disaster.
Jordan Burroughs. In the blue, Kyle Dake.
So in the 17 Open Finals, Dake actually scores first. He ends up on a single leg, and he gets the step out. It was actually amazing defense by Burroughs. So we see Dake's in the 2-on-1 again here on the edge, and Burroughs clearly has worked on 2-on-1 defense. He drives him out, so it's one apiece right now with Burroughs leading. When you check this out, there's like 47 seconds on the clock left in the first period, and then Burroughs gets his fingers, and he is just wrenching his fingers and turning his hand. You see Dake like shaking his hand. He's in pain.
Dake in 2013.
So it's 1-1 Burroughs after one. They both converted and attacked. There's no shot clock points at this point in time.
There, you got him in the eye.
Got him in the eyeball.
You know what I'm going to say? It's understandable because wrestling is a contact sport.
So they put Dake on the shot clock, right? Dake had converted a score in the first period, but you know, it makes sense. When a lot of points aren't going up, they'll put someone on.
Yep.
But he scores while he's on the shot clock to extend his lead to 2-1, right? So he just scored this period. He gets on an attack, drives him out of bounds, and gets one. So it's really a 2-point swing because he doesn't give up the point to Jordan that he would have if 30 seconds had expired. And he gets a point of his own. So now he's up 2-1 with a minute and a half to go. And this is where, if you're Kyle Dake, this match is materializing. You're about to do it. You're up 2-1, less than a minute to go.
First of all, it's extremely rare to be put on the shot clock 2 times in a period.
If you're Dake, you're like, really? I'm about to do it, and you're just gonna give him another opportunity for, you can kind of say it's a free point. With 12 seconds left, they say, okay, Burroughs, you're winning now. You didn't do anything necessarily other than not get scored on, and you're winning 2-2 on criteria. Very little time remaining.
You can do it, Kurt! You can do it, Kurt! Bring him up! Bring him up! Up! You can do it! You push him up! Push him up!
It's a whizzer seatbelt kind of exchange, and Dake is taking him to the edge, and he maybe gets the hand or the knee or the head to touch out of bounds, but they say, once again, close call, goes Jordan Burroughs' way.
Saw you having a conversation with the official at the end of the match. You care to share with us anything you said?
Yeah, I just asked him why I was getting called for finger locking. I had my hand out going for tie-ups, and he would catch my hand and lock up fingers, and my fingers were straight and his were curled in. So I was just asking him why, and he just wouldn't answer my question. And I was just like, well, I'm just asking so I know next time when I'm on the mat I can make that adjustment, because it's a learning process. If you leave it close with a guy like that, you give yourself an opportunity to lose. So I was kind of letting him dictate the pace. He punched me a lot, but that's what you got to deal with.
Well, I think Jordan's a phenomenal wrestler. He didn't deserve to win that match, but he's a fantastic wrestler. All week long, when he flees the hold the first time, they give Kyle 1, that should have been 2. Kyle controlled the center the whole match. He did he hit 90% of the shots were his shots, and yet I don't know if the ref was starstruck. What the deal was. He hits Kyle puts Kyle on the clock. I thought it was a travesty of justice. I thought it was really a crime that they allowed that to happen.
My head was down, and I just saw where his knee was, and his knee was on the blue. Knee was on the blue.
Out of bounds blue?
I mean, it's orange and that blue, so you tell me. One more second, that seems to be the MO with me, I guess.
So we get to 2017, we're at where we were in 2013, we're where we were in 2015, and we're doing it again in 2017. Kyle Dake has to run another gauntlet just so he can wrestle Jordan Burroughs in the best 2 out of 3. And where are we wrestling?
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hometown of Jordan Burroughs. So he's literally waking up in his bed. He's eating breakfast with his family. Kyle Dake has to go wrestle Aymar and Alex Daringer. It's just like, it is not, yes, you're right, Kyle. Kyle, you're right. It is not fair. But it is the process.
It was an even playing field at the Open. He lost the match, as controversial as it may be.
Same stuff, different day, basically, for Kyle Dake. He beats Imar soundly, right? He spikes him, huge move there.
Two-time NCAA champion.
Two-time champion, absolute monster. Then Alex Daringer, 3-time NCAA champion, absolute monster. He beats him, sets up the series against Jordan Burroughs again.
Right away, yes. Let the leg down.
Kyle Dake immediately gets to the leg. Dake has nothing, gonna look for a step out.
He almost has a cradle locked up in this first exchange, but ends up just coming around for 2. Burroughs has to belly out, and it's 2-0 Kyle Dake in the early goings of match 1 in 2017.
Impetus is on Burroughs. He's got to go and go. He does. He's in on the shot.
Get up to it. Get 2. Get 2. Get behind that. Get behind that. Left shoulder deep. Left shoulder deep.
And just the 1 on the step out, 2-1. Already as much scoring in this one as we saw in the entire U.S. Open final.
Move on the whistle. Move the head.
And we see Burroughs in on a leg again. Kyle Dake got a chest strap here. That's going to be Kyle Dake. That's 4 blue.
Low shot, and he brings his body the other way, and Dake just gets this chest wrap and butt over tea kettle, as they say, I guess. And it's a huge 4 for Kyle Dake.
And here we see that's going to be a takedown for Burroughs. Make it 6-3, so he's right back into this thing.
Back on. Go again.
Burroughs chips away and chips away. He actually makes it so it's a 6-6 win for Dake, but Dake, by having the 4-point move, was the winner. But this time it's a little different.
Yeah.
He gets over the hump. He beats Jordan Burroughs in match number 1. And you're thinking, okay, now all the Dake people are like, this is the time. This is the changing of the guard. And then insanity ensues. Standing single for Jordan Burroughs with 1:22 to go in the first period. He's got him Dake right on the edge, and Dake's
foot tip went out.
Dake doesn't go out. He somehow scores with his foot in the air, is able to whizzer hard and throw Burroughs' head out of bounds, and he gets the point off of Burroughs' attack. And if you're JB, you got to be feeling like, dang,
what the heck, yeah.
If I can't score, if I can't get my offense going, how am I going to win this? So it's 1-0 Dake early.
Kyle Dake's going to score a takedown, and he's going to go up 3-1. Kyle Dake in the driver's seat. Go!
There's a single leg. Standing single.
That's a 2. 2 and 2. A takedown to tie it for Jordan Burroughs. 3-3. He has the lead on criteria. 36 seconds to go.
So a money exchange there from Jordan Burroughs to go from takedown to turn, to go from down 3-1 to up 5-3 with just 30 seconds to go, and you say, okay, this will be it.
And there you have it. It's going to be 1-2. Kyle Dake, 2-point takedown.
And do you challenge here?
Kyle Dake, with 25 to go, ends up on a single leg on the edge, and they give Dake 2. They give Kyle Dake 2. Well, say what you want. Ref on the mat and the judge or chair agreed. Takedown for Kyle Dake to make it 5-5. Kyle Dake's lead with 23 to go. So Yet again, it's going to come down to a challenge. Burroughs' corner throws the challenge brick and says, hey, take a look at this. And they look at it, and so when after the challenge, they change the call.
Right.
It goes from 2 takedown for Dake to 1 step out for Dake. So that makes it 5-4 in favor of Burroughs with 23 seconds to go. Dake goes savage mode, shot, snap, trying to fight. Jumps over Jordan Burroughs just to create a flurry, gets to one of his best positions, and you can go back and find how many instances where Kyle Dake gets to this crotch lift position and he is almost automatic to get 2 from there. He does it to Andrew Howe, he's done it to a number of high-level competitors, and he gets to the position, and probably when he jumped over Burroughs, he said, I'm doing this so he grabs my leg so I can counter, so I can crotch lift 2 for the lead. And he gets to the exact position, and somehow Burroughs is able to no 2 for Dake there. Burroughs actually scores.
Burroughs, exposes him.
So it's 7-4. Burroughs wins match 2, 1 apiece.
They're the race in his hand. Jordan Burroughs takes match number 2. Kyle Dake can't be happy. He wrestled his tail off, was a hair away from doing it. We will see a 3rd and decisive match.
So after Dake loses match 2, in his mind, you have to figure he's devastated because you're up 3-0 in the second period. You're up 3-1 kind of late.
It's under a minute to go.
You think you're up 5-5 with 23 seconds to go. That's how much you think. You think you're winning with just that, and you lost. And now the place goes insane. Lincoln is unglued. It's in your mind. You know you've wrestled 4 matches today.
Yeah.
And you've wrestled amazing competitors, and you're tired, and you're maybe not as good as you were at the beginning of the day, and you've got to beat Jordan Burroughs.
It's all building against you, and that can easily get in your head. I don't care if you're Kyle Dake or whoever.
Jordan Burroughs has to feel like, all right, I changed the entire direction of this series. He's feeling great. The crowd's insane, and he knows what Dake knows. He knows that it's in Dake's head that I don't like that I have to wrestle the entire day, and I'm not going to be feeling good. Burroughs early, and from that point on, it's really tough.
And we've talked about how tough it is to come back from more than like a 1-2 point lead on JB.
At one point in the second period, Dake just like drops straight down. I don't know if he gets hit in the head or what happened. They like collide, and he just drops like a
bag of hammers.
That was kind of it. You had the Burroughs grab, step out, Dake challenges, loses another point. Dake got to step out with like 10 seconds left, but...
And that was it. Dake didn't have it like he did in match 1 and really match 2. And Burroughs sensed it. You have to figure, wins this one easily 6-0 to make the team in 2017. And once again, Kyle Dake's like, oh my gosh, I was right there. I won the first match. I was leading late in the second match. And somehow this guy still beats me.
He was wrestling so well. Defensively, he was poised. He was defending all my shots. He was underhooking me, controlling the ties, controlling the center of the mat. And so I was just like, God, like I need an opening. Okay. The 4-point move really put it out of reach, right? Yeah. You're down
5 points on Kyle Dake, you probably ain't coming back.
Yeah.
And I tied it up, right? Like, that's the crazy thing about it. I scored 5 straight on him, as great as he is defensively. And so I felt like I had the momentum going into the second match, right? Being down 6-1, yeah, he did an amazing job. He did an amazing job. It was a crazy match. So I think that last 23 seconds, though, that sequence was maybe one of the greatest sequences I've ever wrestled. And I love, like, I go to the Flow video and I don't even watch the match. I watch everyone's reactions in the crowd in the background. Everyone's literally on the edge of their seat. Every single person in the stand, like, oh my goodness, what is happening? Right? He crotch lifts me, it's over. I stop it, I win. We go to 3 matches. Fortunately for me, it worked out. Leader of this program, everyone expected me to be a gold medalist every single year, right? And so going from not repeating in Rio to not even being expected to make the team, obviously it was a tough day. I commend Kyle Dake. Really, it was interesting because last year Kyle and David both moved up to 86, right? So I really had no one to elevate me to the next level. And so with Kyle being back down, I understand that, listen, this guy's nipping at your heels, right? I understand I'm getting older, a little bit slower, right? It's a little bit harder to get up in the morning and go to practice. And I know he's still hungry to make a team. But this is 7 in a row for me. You know, I don't know if there's anyone in this arena that's made 7 teams in a row. So it's pretty special.
And then Jordan, total redemption from 2016. Not only does he best Kyle Dake here, he goes on and wins the world championship.
Yep.
I'm not back. I'm just still here. It was amazing, dude. Like, this moment has been in my mind, visualized it for such a long period of time. Literally, as soon as I stepped off the mat in Rio, I'm like, man, I remember doing an interview with USA Wrestling. I said, I will be a world champion again.
Not only did they win the world championship, Team USA, for the first time since 1995-97, they won the world championship as a team. It was a huge moment. And Jordan Burroughs got to be a part of that, and Kyle Dake didn't.
Yep.
These are dogs. Hey, leave it, buddy. Stop. This is Mia. It's okay.
Yeah, so after 2017, Kyle Dake's like, I need to do something differently. I need to figure out a different way. Maybe the way I'm training, maybe the way I'm eating, maybe the way I'm overall living my life is not conducive to me beating Jordan Burroughs and me being a world champion. So he started searching. What is a different way? And then you started, from afar saying like, okay, Kyle Dake is wearing these red glasses, and he's changing the color of his phone screen. He's not wearing shoes really anymore, and he's not wearing a shirt, and he's doing something called functional patterns. And so it's like he, in his pursuit of greatness, has completely changed how he lives his life. It's not just a training decision, it's an overall life decision.
I've learned a lot about like light therapy. I've learned a lot about biomechanics. I've learned a lot about our fascial systems, how water affects us, how different foods affect you. Everything kind of comes full circle. You're getting used to the camera.
But Dake had great news in August of 2017 when UWW added new weight classes. So the old weight classes went from 163 pounds all the way up to 189 pounds. What they did, UWW put a weight right between it, 79 kilograms. This was perfect for Kyle Dake.
My goals, 2020 Olympic champ. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I expect to do. So before I can do that, I gotta finish this season out, and that's Budapest.
He decides to go up to 79 kilograms. Burroughs stays down at 74. They both make the team. Kyle Dake wins a world title.
It's been a long time. Jordan mostly and Jaden been in front of you. Was it ever discouraging more so than it should have been?
I don't think so. Motivating. Having guys like that who are, just half a step, quarter of a step, eighth step ahead of you that you need to go catch, puts a fire in your belly, and you just gotta find something deeper in yourself and go get it.
Jordan Burroughs gets bronze.
Never thought I'd be happy to win a bronze medal. Golly. I've been a 5-time world champion. I've won the Olympic Games. And now, first place or third place, I'm still a happy man. Sometimes when you can't get what you want, you gotta get what you can.
Nur-Sultan, Kazakhstan, to represent the United States of America.
So let's get to Nur-Sultan and win another world title. Second world title is pretty awesome. You know, it's different than last year. You know, I'm here, I've been here, I know what to expect, I know the fans, I know the setup, I know everything, but it's still really awesome, really, really awesome.
I was really focused this year. I thought I did everything right, and I thought I was really well prepared, but so were my opponents. At this juncture of my career, I feel is I'm running out of time, and so it can be really scary, and it's really disappointing because for the last 2 years in a row, almost the same exact scenario, same exact sequence, it may have cost me 2 world championships.
Now we're back to where we all started. We knew, because with the new weights, they are gone in the Olympic year. So you know Dake has to go down to 74 kilos, and he doesn't try to hide it. Just shortly after World Championships, Cornell officially announces going down to 74 kilos.
So coming into 2020, Jordan Burroughs is thinking about Kyle Dake, and Kyle Dake is thinking about Jordan Burroughs. And while there's a lot of really good 74 kilogram guys, I think everyone, gun to their head, is saying it's going to be Dake and Burroughs again.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it's going to happen. Everyone knows the level that Dake's wrestling at, and we already know that Burroughs is in the finals. So everyone knows it's going to happen. And these guys have had that April 4th and 5th date circled. We are just a couple weeks from the trials. We're going to finally find out who's going to make the team in 2020 at 74 kilograms, and freaking coronavirus ruined everything. But no 2020 Olympics, right? So I can't get you on the mat right now, so I'm just going to yell at you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think when around the time this happened is when they would have been wrestling.
Yes.
Oh, I brought on a surprise guest, guys. I thought it wasn't fair if we had
Let's go.
And now both of them can't train.
Really
Because if you try to ride me for even a half a second, I'm going to reverse you. And then you're automatically
Stop it. Now you're being disrespectful. A mat return, bro? Stop.
If we use UWW rules, I would have beat you.
Bro, stop it. Number one.
What do you mean?
We used the rules that were in effect that day.
What's interesting about this rivalry is that even though we've seen him wrestle 8 times, there is some new freshness about every time. There's a different little storyline.
Even if he takes me down once, it doesn't matter. It's 2-2. We'll go in the 30-second ride out, and I'll ride him out there.
And now you have this added dynamic too of Dake finally being on a team and being a 2-time world champion.
Like, you have tremendous results against everyone but me. So yeah, you can talk about how you won a world championship.
Well, it's psychological warfare. It's like, you got bronze last time, I'm 2-time world champion now. It's a totally different thing. You're not maybe hearing as much about it. He's letting you know he's not so cool with the process, but it all came out on the show.
If it doesn't make a difference, rescind it.
Yeah, but that's a spot that I rightfully earned. Why would I?
Oh, okay. You won't do that now because it does make a difference, and you know it. You never went through that.
Yeah, because I went through the world championships. That was a little harder than the mini tournament.
I went through the world championships too. I don't know if you remember that. Huge advantage to be able to sit out. Huge advantage. You can't argue otherwise. And if you do, it's just.
I don't think it's. Yeah. Okay, if you don't have great conditioning, sure, it's a big advantage.
The most anticipated match of 2021, without question, is Kyle Dake versus Jordan Burroughs, parts 9, 10, and maybe 11.
The physics don't lie. I'm moving way better now. You're moving way worse now. And that's all that there is to it. I mean, there's going to be a time when this happens, and I'm really excited for it because it's just going to prove my point.
And what's going to be your excuse afterward?
Let's not forget why we're actually here. And that's because Jordan Burroughs has been so excellent, so elite on the global stage, he's been able to earn his status at the 74 kilogram weight class for Team USA. In 2021, Kyle Dake will have the opportunity to finally put his words against Jordan Burroughs into action. To do so, he's gonna have to run a whole other gauntlet at the Olympic trials and then do something he's never done before. Unseat Jordan Burroughs at the Olympic trials from the 74 kilogram weight class. In April 2021, The number one wrestling question in the world will get answered. Burroughs or Dake?
I'm ready for whatever challenge this guy presents. He's got to wrestle a few matches before he even gets to me, but I'll be ready. That's it.
Don't retire too soon. I need you to not retire. I want you to leave the shoes on the mat after I beat you.
Hey, Caleb, cut him.